calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Pulls it in at the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. Here we go. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
11, Mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, take. 11, MT, take. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
12, 12, 12. 11, MT, 11, MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. To the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A handoff running left, Mixon. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. All told, it's an even.
Fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals have regained the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try with McKinnon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
11, 11, 11.
From the 29, Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. It's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Here we go.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, a give to Mixon.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Gun.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11, 11. 11 empty paint. 11 empty paint.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
12, 11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals have yet again retaken the lead.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a two-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, where we take...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one.
Into field goal range at the 28.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
11.
Now Burrow on first down.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 30 on second down. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mixon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
11 empty.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Third and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase from 3 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this to the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion right here, Boyd.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing on second down. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Now the Bengals going to use the... And Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Open net, it's complete to Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And his throw here fires incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where winning this game.
Here we go. Thomas.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
11.
Now it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
12.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so